And we're live. Welcome back to another Corona Geek, here where we talk all about mobile app development using Corona SDK. I'm your host, Charles McKeever, and today we have a very active discussion. It's already going on before we even hit the start broadcast button. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we want to include you in that. So first of all, I'd like to welcome our guest here. We've got Dr. Brian Burton from down in Abilene. We've got Ed Marina from Portland. We've got Kevin. Kevin, where are you? You're in...
Liverpool, UK.
In Liverpool. And Stephen Johnson's joining us from Mexico. So we've got a sort of an international crowd here today. This is good. And of course, I'm coming to you from Austin, Texas, which is the hub of the universe. And we got lots to talk about today. We got to talk about Facebook plugins and social media sharing options. And we are also going to look at some, I believe, some shader math. I think Stephen's got some great stuff planned for us. We've been looking at shaders for a few sessions now. If you haven't been keeping up, you should definitely go back and watch those. I think last time we looked at a way to add or fill a glass dynamically. So that basically you can imagine a glass that's empty, and then you move a little slider, and it just sort of fills right up to the top without going over the brim. And it's good stuff. So if you haven't had a chance, go check that out. You can find everything over at youtube.com/coronageek. Lots of great stuff there. And I also want to say that Stephen is from Ibaba Studios. Ibaba Studios? Xibalba Studios. Man, I worked on that so
hard. Have we shared that link yet?
Yeah, we've shared it several times. Everything is in the show notes, and I definitely share that every time. You know what? I worked so hard on that, though, because I went over and looked at it, and I was like, I can say everything in the but the X. And then I was like, how would you say X? And then, anyway, so... It's all good stuff. All good stuff. Thanks for being such a good sport there, Stephen. So let's talk about...
I'm laughing at Charles, not him.
Let's talk about Facebook plugins.
I'm terrible.
I'm
laughing at your website. I'm laughing at Charles.
I know it.
I never pronounce anybody's names.
I can't. You know what? That's the public school system for you. No, I don't know. Actually, no, I never got that. I never got long, short versus long and pronunciations of things. I just never got it. It just doesn't work in my brain. Hey, does anybody have anything on the panel that they want to announce real quick before we?
There's a lot of students going back to school right now. I'm seeing a lot of universities and high schools picking up the Learning Mobile App and Game Development textbook as well as the beginning textbook. So, if you've got a teacher or a professor or somebody or your own children if you're homeschooling, or just want to make sure that they learn how, having the skill set of mobile app development is very valuable. It's completely appropriate to start teaching it at around age 14 or 15, and it can be done younger if you've got a very talented child, and of course we all do. So there's no reason why to put that off. But there are several textbooks that will lead you through, to use the educational term, pedagogically correct methods of learning to program. That's one of those $15 words that we use in education. So they're out there. They're on my website, burtonsmediagroup.com. And if you're interested in learning more about it, just shoot me an email or visit our website.
And I'll tell you what, here's the thing that I will say about Brian's books, and definitely go to burtonsmediagroup.com and check it out, is that he keeps them up to date, constantly keeping them up to date. I mean, Corona is a moving target, just like any other modern development platform, and he does a great job of keeping those things up to date. And if you buy a copy of his book, you are going to get a copy of those updates. I don't know how long he should promise that, but he does a great job of making sure that
I've probably gone far too long, but I'm not planning on stopping it. But yes, updates continue to be free for anybody who's already purchased the book.
Well, that's the over-deliver thing, right? Nobody is ever going to complain about getting more than they paid for. So
right.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, anybody else got anything to share? No? If not, I would definitely want to say that you should go to jasonschroeder.com and check out his Twitter plugin that he published. We talked about that last time on the show. And also you should go to coronalabs.com/blog. There's news there about the the Mac app and Win32 open beta. So that's some really great stuff. And also kind of leading into today's conversation is there's a new Facebook V4 plugin for Android that's been put out. So, check out the blog. There's lots of great stuff there for you to catch up on if you haven't already.
One of those rare instances where the Android folks got first crack at it.
Yeah, well, it seems like that, doesn't it? It seems like that. But I think maybe in this case, I don't know why there was Android versus iOS, but
Well, they're due,
yeah, well, somebody's got every dog has his day, right?